Man, let's see what we're going to get into today. Oh, here it is. Twitter's former CEO, CFO add to staggering number of suits. Musk X face over non-payment. Wait, hold up. You trying to tell me that this man right here ain't paying people? Isn't he a billionaire? Isn't he the CEO of multiple businesses and he can't pay people? Is he being stingy? Why is he trying to hold back the bread from people working hard for his businesses? Is it a qualified cause that gives him the right to do this? Or is he just being a badass or trying to get on people's nerves because that's who he is as an individual? There are many lawsuits that Elon is currently going through, whether it's him pursuing the lawsuits or he's getting sued by someone else. And the discovery process of all of these lawsuits is going to really show and reflect who he is. Because right now, you do have an Elon fan club to where people think that he's just a complete genius and that the things that he's done has just completely placed the world on a better course, right? But as you have seen from a video that I did yesterday, OpenAI released a couple of emails of Elon agreeing to them taking their OpenAI company structure private. But now he turned around and sued them. So we can put the pieces together and actually see who Elon is as an individual. There's a lot of history online about this man that literally has been skirted around. People aren't really grabbing onto the negative aspects of what this man has done. They don't want to damage that image of him. I wonder why. But again, here's another lawsuit. Okay. Ex-CEO Parag Agrawal and others accuse Musk of inventing, quote, a fake cause to avoid paying them a severance pay. Elon Musk, former senior executive of Twitter, are suing Elon Musk and the X Corporation, saying they are entitled to a total of more than $128 million in unpaid severance payments. Yeah, once Elon came and bought Twitter out, they were his employees. The CEO and the chief financial officer, Ned Siegel, they were employed under Elon. They were getting their checks from Elon, right? Now, they claim in a lawsuit filed Monday that they were fired without a reason on the day in 2022 that Musk completed his acquisition of Twitter, which he later changed to X, but many people still say it's Twitter. So I don't think that rebrand actually worked in his favor, but more on that later, potentially. Because he didn't want to pay their severance, the executives say Musk, quote, made up a fake cause and appointed employees of his various other companies to uphold his decision. Yeah, the do boys, the one that doesn't want to buck the boss. They don't want to break his rules because they know that they could get fired. And if you don't want to get fired from the one who has control, you would literally do what they tell you to do. So he put people in place to ensure that what he's doing to these former CEO and CFO and other top executives at Twitter, that he can get away with it. That's what the lawsuit is trying to ensue. It's trying to say. The lawsuit says not paying severance and bills is part of a pattern for Musk, who's been sued by droves of former rank and file Twitter employees who didn't receive severance after Musk terminated them by the thousands. So this man came in, bust through the doors of Twitter, said, I'm the boss. I'm calling shot. You're all fired. But it was made up. This is what the lawsuit is trying to say. He just got rid of them. with no purpose, no basis, no actual wrongdoing. That's what this article, that's what the lawsuit is trying to say. Now, maybe he has some justification as to why he fired thousands of individuals at Twitter, namely because he's trying to save money. Yeah, I mean, why are you going to have all these people on your payroll and you just pay too much for the business? So I need to cut costs somewhere. So Elon's like, all right, let me get rid of the bodies. Let me get rid of these employees. You're fired, you're fired, you're fired, and you're fired. That's a quick way of reducing your expenses. But if you're going to fire people, there's supposed to be a just reason. Under Musk's control, Twitter has become a scofflaw, I don't know if I pronounced that right, stifling employees, landlords, vendors, and others, says the lawsuit. Filed in federal court in the Northern District of California, Musk doesn't pay his bills, believes the rules don't apply to him, and uses his wealth and power to run roughshod over anyone who disagrees with him. This is where the discovery is going to be massively impactful, because this is what the lawsuit is trying to state. So now we get to see Elon's response to this lawsuit to see if what they're writing is true. But as always, when there's negative press on Elon Musk, you always get these sentences that follow the article. Look, representatives for Musk and San Francisco-based X did not immediately respond to messages for comment Monday. I wonder why. A cavalier attitude. The former executives claim their severance plans entitled them to 1 year's salary, plus uninvested stock awards valued at the acquisition price of Twitter. Musk bought the company for $44 billion or $54.20 per share, taking control in October 2022. That's why this man don't want to pay them properly. If you think about it, if they get under their severance plan a year's worth of salary plus unvested stock awards valued at the acquisition price of Twitter, and we all know that he paid too much for the business, that's a windfall for the CFO, and other top executives. That's why this man is upset. That's why this man just completely let them go with no just cause, presumably, allegedly. They say they were all fired without a cause. Under the severance plans, cause was narrowly defined, such as being convicted of a felony, gross negligence, or willful misconduct. This is what Elon is going to have to prove in this case, that the CEO, the CFO, and the other top executive that's suing him, he's going to have to show within their employee personnel files that they either committed a felony, that they committed gross negligence, or were willful in misconduct. Now, if that occurred, then I wouldn't suspect that they will be holding the title of CEO, CFO, and other top executive positions if there were gross negligence or willful misconduct. According to the lawsuit, the only cause Musk gave for the firing was gross negligence and willful misconduct, in part because Twitter paid fees to outside attorneys for their work closing the acquisition. The executives say they were required to pay the fees to comply with their fiduciary duties to the company, so they didn't break any rules. Quote, if Musk felt that the attorney's fees, payments, and any other payments were improper, his remedies was to seek to terminate the deal, not to withhold executive severance payments after the deal closed, the lawsuit goes on to state. X faces a staggering number of lawsuits over unpaid bills. The lawsuit says, consistent with the cavalier attitude Elon has demonstrated towards his financial obligations. Musk's attitude in response to these mounting lawsuits has reportedly been to let them sue. This is what billionaire mind state is. This is how they think. You have so much money, let them sue. Let's see if they have enough money to go throughout this process of suing me, because I'm a billionaire. I have nothing but piles of cash laid around everywhere. I can last long in these cases. Let's see if they can. So he's like, let them sue. They created a chart of all the court cases that is currently ongoing into the market for Elon. Now, it looked like some of them have been closed. There's been 33 court cases, 2 people's, apparently 1 chat. Here they are. These are all the lawsuits of people not getting paid by X Corp or Twitter. All right. So, what do you guys think? Is Elon trying to skirt the law? Is he trying to skirt paying people for work that they rightfully done under their title? Just look at him. Do he look like he's going to play fair? Be for real. Give me your thoughts. Make sure you maintain the profitability. And as always, I'll see you later.